This is Joey Solkowski. He plays drums and mixed drinks in Magic Band.
This is Gabe Goodman. He plays bass in Magic Band.
This is Sam Hamley, who plays guitar in Magic Man.
This is Justine Bowe, Queen. Queen Justine.
This is Sir Fratzke, the younger, but the greater.
Thank you. This is Alex, and this whole group here is Magic Man, and this is FNF Presents. Hello everybody, welcome back to FNF Presents, and we are here with one of our favorite bands, Magic Man. Hi. Now I know what you're saying. You want a signed set list from these folks. I know you do. That's why I need you to answer the questions to the little questions that pop. I need you to answer those in the comments. And once we hit over 1,000 views on this, which will be pretty quick, we're gonna give that set list away to one lucky fan.
Talking about you.
Couldn't be. All right, now let's talk about you guys, the band Magic Man. How does it feel since releasing your full-length album, Before the Waves?
It's been great. I mean, we spent so long working on it that at a certain point we were just incredibly impatient to put the album out, and we pushed back the release date a few times to kind of refine some things and maybe add a couple extra songs. So putting it out was actually like pretty cathartic and almost just like a relief at first. But then since then it's been really awesome to see people like singing along to the songs, not just like Paris or Texas or the songs that are on the EP, but a lot of the songs from the album and requesting songs that were sort of deeper cuts from the album. So it's just been really great. The response has been awesome, and everyone's been really supportive.
As a band, which song on the record was the biggest labor of love?
Do you mean to record? To write?
Yeah, I mean the whole process, whether it was writing, recording, kind of coming back to it, reworking it.
I can easily talk about playing. It all starts here. That took the most effort. Take the most effort every night to play as a drummer.
And it takes the least effort.
And the least effort.
It's the easiest.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. That's a song that we've had the idea for it for a long time. We knew we wanted this long, building sort of. What's the word when horses run?
Stampede?
Galloping. A gallop sort of vibe that like sort of has a climax.
This horse run of a song.
Climax at the end.
Kentucky Derby?
And we were inspired by the first like melody from this song that our friend Anthony wrote. So we sort of sampled a piece from his song, and it's been sort of a long. That idea's been around for a couple of years now, probably.
It was originally called Noise,
Yeah.
which is sort of where the idea for the kind of like descent into noise at the end of the song came from.
And we always sort of knew we wanted it to be the last song on the album, so even before I really knew what the album was going to be, we knew that would be like the final bookend. So we needed everything else to sort of fit in, so it would make sense for that to be the last song.
Speak to that point just a little bit more. I mean, did that song really kind of, you said it needed to be that final bookend, you needed every other song maybe to tie into it. Did it really kind of help craft the story that you're trying to tell for the whole album?
I mean, I think it was more just kind of about the larger process of trying to create a narrative throughout the album rather than just thinking of it as like a collection of singles with your biggest single first and your worst single last or something like that. I'm not saying that that's how other bands do it, but we definitely were kind of thinking about it.
That's how Backstreet Boys did it.
Yeah,
It is actually how
Millennium used that structure.
Rihanna, I love
Like,
you, but
Perfect
that's how-
Fan is like track 9.
Which is an amazing song, so that was a
Amazing
mistake.
song. Sorry. Anyway, go on.
I was reading an article one time, and it was talking about Sam and Alex, how you started the project, and one of your first shows, you just felt like you were singing karaoke. Tell me kind of how it's been since starting out doing karaoke, basically, and now performing. You were in Arizona the other night. It was a sold-out show. How does it feel, kind of that contrast?
It's a lot more fun, in my experience, to be in like a rock band where everyone is playing their instruments and you're really depending on everyone on stage, and you can't really fall back on a backing track or something else that you can't see that's carrying the song. So I feel like it just brings us together as a team when we have to practice a lot before every tour, and we have to make sure that we're all doing the most important thing we can be doing with our instrument to recreate the songs off the album, even though we can't possibly recreate them perfectly because there are just too many layers on the album of twinkly atmospheric synth stuff and other electronic instruments. So it sort of makes it feel like I don't know, we're doing what rock bands have been doing since the genre was invented.
Since the dawn of time.
Dawn of time.
Yeah,
As
but
well.
also since that karaoke stage, it's been like such baby steps.
Yeah.
So it's been such incremental change that the whole thing has felt. At least to me, I was playing in the karaoke days with these guys, and it's just been so gradual and so fluid that it's just like everything is a logical build on the last thing. So like, last tours for like the past year have been in a van, and now we're moving up to like being in our own bus and like relaxing while we play and stuff. So it just feels like we're really working hard for the next thing.
What is the next step for Magic Man as a band? What are your goals moving forward into the future?
World domination.
Seriously though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good start. I'm
That's
glad.
not the next step. Maybe,
Well,
maybe
we-
not the next step.
We had our first trip to anywhere outside North America to play this past October when we went to the UK and played a few shows in London. I think we'd all love to do more of that. More international travel would be just above and beyond what we ever hoped for.
How was that European tour? Were there a lot of people that showed up? I know a lot of American bands sometimes say they go across, the pond and they play these small shows for 2 people, and it's kind of a very unique experience. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We actually had a blast. We had a couple really great shows. We played a lot of sessions as well, but we had 2 shows that were like, I think the factor that really changed it was that we actually already happened to have some fanfare. There were quite actually a few American students who were studying abroad. And so what we played there was essentially an industry show because, like shaking hands with the industry over there because we hadn't established many connections there yet. But what ended up happening was people came to actually see the show and to actually have a good time.
Nice.
And I think that that's kind of a rare look for a band when they're trying to establish themselves in a totally new market.
Yeah.
So it was like a show in this random basement venue in Notting Hill, and we had a blast.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. And my parents were there, which was weird.
They follow us.
They follow us
They're
everywhere.
gonna be here tonight.
They're probably going to show up tonight.
They're on the roller coaster.
That they could afford to get into this.
They may as well get crew passes. To be honest.
I was going to say, who pays for their travel?
I would assume they do. But it could be the label, I don't know.
Can we flop the interview around?
Yeah.
Where's your brother at?
Yeah, where the F is he?
Where is he?
Or
at?
the
Where-
Fratzke
where the
is.
Fratzke
Where the Fratzke is he?
I heard about Fratzke and Fratzke. I didn't know it was just
That was one Fratzke.
I ordered 2.
Yeah.
I got 1.
That's true.
That's great.
So,
That's great.
but yeah.
Try to remember what he looks like.
Yeah. He's an ugly guy. Don't worry. But, I don't know if I'm premature in asking this, but have you guys started working on album due number 2, and what can we expect?
Definitely started answering interview questions about it. It's like the number one thing everyone wants to know. Even like earlier, like right when we put the record up, they're like, now that your first album's out, what's happening with the second one? In some ways, I mean, we worked on it for so long, we're definitely like kind of excited about having the time to focus on touring and focusing on playing shows rather
Answering
than
text messages.
being in the studio. It's definitely a feeling like when you're working on your record that like at any moment you might have to go back to work on, go into the studio and finish something. So it's nice to kind of be able to only focus on touring for a bit. But we're always kind of writing new stuff and coming up with new ideas, doing a lot of like remixes and co-writing and other sort of songwriting that's not necessarily for the next record, but try to keep those muscles limber.
What would you tell Magic Man fans right now if you could talk to them directly?
We've appreciated every single little gift that we've gotten on tour, whether it's a note or a letter or a cookie or a cupcake or a Nerf gun.
We haven't got any Nerf guns.
Oh, we got little
No, those are little
foam
disc
disc
guns.
guns. Anyways,
Phone or
Different.
you guys are truly the best. If you're watching, we love you more than you know. See you soon. Hopefully. We're always watching you.
Yeah, that's actually interesting.
We can
Yeah.
see you on
We
Twitter.
see
Yeah, I see
you.
what you're saying.
We see you.
We know you're
We're
out
also
there.
in the crowd. We see you there.
Yeah.
Because like
You're not invisible.
We
Yeah.
see you not knowing the lyrics.
But it's okay.
yeah, mouthing,
Yeah.
mouthing with us the wrong lyrics as we're singing the correct.
I'm alive.
That's
Every night, every night.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, guys. We really appreciate it, and
Thank
thank
you for
you, Magic Man fans, for taking the time to come over to our blog or our YouTube page and watching this interview. If you liked it, please click like and click subscribe, and answer those questions in the comments below. Go back and do it again if you forgot to, because we have a signed set list right here in front of us that the fans, not the fans, but the band rather, are going to sign right now, and we're going to give it to one of you lucky guys or girls. So thank you so much, folks. Have a great day.
Peace.